And we're live. Welcome back to the JeanJax podcast.
So young.
So young. Shouts out to Casey Rocket.
We've been quoting Casey
We've been
Rocket
watching Casey Rocket clips today. He's very funny.
Where my Tussin freaks
Where my Tussin freaks at. Where my 90s kids. So many great lines.
Yeah.
Follow Casey Rocket on the internet.
So young.
So young.
That's just Joe Biden's America.
Yeah.
That's just the left telling you.
What you can and cannot do. That was great, dude. Seeing him in Austin.
Yeah.
Just being like, damn, dude, someone's doing something fresh. Someone's mixing up this comedy game.
A genius of
Someone's
comedy.
just a pure performance artist.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds sarcastic, but I was like, damn, dude, this is sick.
Yeah. It feels like
inspiring.
It feels like Eric Andre, but better.
Yeah. It's
No, when I say Eric Andre, but better, I mean I don't like Eric Andre's stand up very much.
Right. I mean, his show's good.
Yeah, his show is one of the funniest things in the world.
Yeah, show's great.
This show's amazing.
For sure.
All right, do we start?
Yeah, you want to restart?
So young. No, we're good. It's JeanJax podcast, baby.
Welcome to the JeanJax podcast.
Yeah,
I'm your main host, Christoph Jean. This is the co-host, Joe.
Yeah, I'm the lesser co-host.
Yeah.
Because I have one testicle instead of two.
Yes.
No, I think
3 balls, 2
yeah.
mics,
last week's episode
1 love
on YouTube opened with like a minute of listening to Pink Panthers and then ends in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah, we fucked up. Dude, I gotta re-upload it. It literally says 58 minutes on my computer. Then I uploaded it and only upload 40 minutes. And then I tried to watch past 40 minutes on my computer, and it just stops. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I almost just want to leave it just because I don't care.
A social experiment.
Yeah,
see how many people actually watch it to the end.
I'm
amazed that anyone commented, "This just ends in the middle." I'm like, you watched the whole thing. That's like the shocking part to me. Is I'm not like, damn it, I messed up. Oh, Jake's wearing Jake, our friend who's about 6'3", 345 pounds of sheer unadulterated muscle and organ fat. He was wearing like a nothing but a towel.
Yeah.
And he had his head wrapped up too.
Just
you ever do that?
Something's not on camera.
Yeah. For all my blind listeners out there.
Yeah.
For all my blind boys, all my blind homies.
Where my blind
pour
freaks
one
at.
out. Pour one out for my boys who lack sight.
Yeah, that would suck if I lost my sight.
Yeah.
No, I think.
Would you be blind for a year for $10 million?
Yeah. Easily.
Really?
Yeah, $10 million. There are blind people that are blind for free. That's most
suckers.
Yeah, they're not even getting money from it.
How much money are you making off this? That you going up to blind people? What kind of racket you running there?
Yeah. And they're like, how much did you get? $10 million.
Well, yeah, $10 million.
And I don't even have to do it my whole life.
Yeah,
it's
actually pretty cool.
I might be blind for. Would you be blind for $10 million for like 5 years?
Probably not.
Oh, I would.
Even a year sounds so traumatic, dude.
I feel like I get used to it after like a month. I don't know about a month.
Well, if I knew that it was going to end at some point, I think it'd be okay.
Yeah.
But if someone's like, you got to be blind for the rest of your life for like $1 billion, I'd be like, probably not.
Yeah, I guess. Also, I'm thinking about what I would buy with the money. And I guess a lot of it, what would I be able to... I'm still just blind.
You buy a TV.
Yeah.
You buy rare artwork.
Yeah, the most expensive painting in the world. And I just stare at it all day and I can't see it.
You're facing the wrong wall and you're like, pretty impressive, right?
Yes. Art, yes.
Van Gogh, I heard it's blue, whatever that is.
Yeah, I buy a trampoline and shit.
Yeah.
And just hurt myself.
Or no, who did I mix? Oh, I meant Picasso, whatever.
Yeah, shut up. I wasn't listening to what you were saying.
I said it's blue, like, because Picasso did his blue period. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was just thinking about stuff that we were talking about earlier. Because we've been hanging out waiting for Jake for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I know. He was at a Golden Corral.
Yeah, so let's just say everything we said and pretend like it's the first time we're saying.
Okay. Well, we went to the Buddhist temple.
Yeah.
And we talked, or we I was about to say ruminated about death. we meditated about death.
Which we've been going to this Buddhist thing. And
Yeah.
It's a bald lady. She sits up there, and today we were talking about death and saying how we're gonna die someday.
Yeah. Well, you have to accept that you might die today.
Yeah, which I think about constantly. Is that
why?
Well, no reason.
No reason.
Yeah. Just fucking just cause.
What's your sign again?
It's
Cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the crab one, whatever that's called.
The crab. I'm a little crab.
Well, also, I ask people now, since I've been thinking about death, I go every time I go, hey, do you think about death? Is that something you think about? And usually people are like, yeah, all the time. Who doesn't? As if it's like obvious. Are there people who don't? They just walk around not even worried about it?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I don't really think about it that much. I mean, the thing is, you think about it, but I think you always think about it, or a lot of time you think about it's indirect.
Mm-hmm.
That like you're like, fuck, what am I gonna do with my life? Really, what that means is like, before I die, I need to maximize something before I die.
Yeah.
Or like, I watched a clip of Jeff Bridges on Conan, and he was talking about like fear of marriage is just fear of death.
Where is that
because you're saying this is one woman for the rest of my life, like I'm going to die and I'm with one woman. So it's really the fear of dying, not necessarily the fear of being with one woman. It's kind of all related to dying.
I mean, I think a lot of things are just fear of dying at that point.
Yeah,
I mean it's like
virtually everything is fear of dying.
Well, it's impermanence. I mean, everything kind of comes down to impermanence at a certain.
It was weird to hear her talk about impermanence. In one sense, I guess she's referring to like body, like to material impermanence, and then saying that
your soul lives on.
That your soul lives on, and it goes into future lives, or
Yeah, I don't know about the future lives thing. I mean, maybe I'm not opposed to reincarnation as an idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to hear it out best I can.
Well, to me, it's like I'll be like, sure, it's
right.
Like,
but I always wonder how valuable are those things if you just say sure. Like if it's just it's a thought exercise. It's like
I think either way, what the idea of karma is definitely making your life better if you're trying to get good karma and you're trying to prepare for your next life. It's gonna have a positive effect.
Yeah, but it's almost like it's this weird thing where it's like it's a useful thing to think is true. Mm-hmm. So you just sort of have to imagine, but I guess it's just not.
I mean, you can kind of abstract it. It's the same thing with like heaven, I guess. I don't know.
Right, but I mean, like, how valuable? I don't know. It just works better. I guess this is fucking God is dead or whatever, but like it just I can't do anything but take it in abstractly right now, or like it's not in my soul, it's not in my guts to be like there's reincarnation. Like I don't believe.
I mean, most likely it's I don't know. I try to sort of think about what it would feel like, or it's like it would be like when you go to sleep and you don't dream,
Yeah.
I imagine death would just feel like that, but you don't wake up.
Right,
because nothingness is such a hard thing to really wrap your head around.
Yeah. You ever do that? Did I tell you close one eye?
What is?
You're not seeing black out of your eye. You're seeing nothing.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
A little bit. I mean.
So that's what dying is like. So I think we figured it out.
No. Well, I guess to me, it's like the before you were born thing.
Yeah, of course.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
That's likely.
That's most likely. But at the same time, it's like, if any of this like kind of woo-woo stuff is true, or like religious stuff is true, I don't think you'd like say we had a different life. It's like you wouldn't remember in the next life, and in the next life you're not going to remember this life. So, well,
that's the thing.
It's like assume your soul's going to be in some other body and like prep for that.
Yeah, I mean. Because you have your like conscious experience.
Yeah.
And I think even if you have no memories of an earlier conscious experience, there's still like experiencing something might live on. Like to me, I know what it feels like to experience stuff. So the idea that I'm going to die and keep experiencing something, that makes sense to me. Whereas something like heaven is like, I don't know anything about that. I've never like been to heaven. I don't know.
Jesus-y
like
heaven.
That. Well, like the idea of like you get your dick sucked forever and it's amazing and all your family. Yeah. It's like that's very abstract. Whereas I know exactly what it feels like to be alive and experience the world.
I don't know if in the Bible they even really do they say that like, oh, it's the best place ever. Like I feel like that was people taking like, oh, the kingdom of heaven and like the mentioning of heaven. I'm not sure that there's any like concrete thing in the Bible that says like this is what heaven's like.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I haven't read much about the Bible. Yeah, I haven't read that bullshit, bro. Fuck the Bible.
Yeah, the Bible is actually dumb.
Yeah, it's a bad book.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's so old.
Stupid. I mean, I don't know. It's just not. It's like what? It's not entertaining.
I tell you, I tried to read the Bible in middle school.
No.
I got through like 4 pages of Genesis, and I was like, ugh. It was like Then God made fish, and it was dope. Then God made water, tight. I'm like, he made the fish first? That was stupid. Should have thought about that.
Yeah.
Dumbass God.
Yeah, he made the fish and then forgot. He's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, water. Woo. They'd already turned into people. He's like, whoa, they're evolving. Wait, no, that's not real. No.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think, I don't know. For me, it almost makes sense of the infinite thing of, let's say I die, and then I get born again as myself, and I live the exact same life.
Oh,
again.
yeah.
That shit makes a little bit of sense to me of like.
That makes sense?
Not even that it makes sense, but if you think about it like that, it's almost like if it is just like an infinite loop like that.
Yeah.
So this moment right now is like the billionth time I've done it.
Yeah.
And it still feels exactly the same.
Right.
You know? So it's like, I don't it's.
What's the purpose of thinking like that?
It's just it could happen. I don't know. It's not, for some reason, it just like makes sense to me as like, it's like, this is the only life I've experienced. So it makes sense to me that, I don't know, maybe it's the only one. I don't know. It's just, it could be that. It could be the egg. It could be like I die and then I wake up. Oh, I'm Christoph, and then and then I'm gonna have this exact same conversation.
But from the other,
and then Jake in a towel, and then Hitler killing all those Jews.
You're gonna be Hitler?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going through everybody.
What if there's like a little part of Joe in there that's like, oh, this is why. I get it.
I mean, I could have already lived through Hitler's life.
Yeah.
Well, then I would be living through Hitler and then all the Jews that he killed.
Right.
So
it evens out.
Yeah. Well, there's only one dude. Yeah, it's the universe. I don't know. This is getting. I think. I just think about my death because I have cancer, and it's hard not to think about.
Yeah.
But I think it makes me appreciate life more to try to imagine if it's. That's what I was trying to talk about earlier. Of like, if I'm the guy that's gonna die soon.
Yeah.
I could easily be the guy that's gonna die soon.
Right.
So could you. You know what I mean? It's like.
Nah. But
Yeah. That whole thing of like that's not gonna be me. It's like.
Yeah.
I could be the dude who's like, oh, did you hear about Joe? He's about to die.
Yeah.
You
I was
know?
thinking about doing that in the Buddhist thing today.
What?
Just them going, we're all meditating, and part of the thing to focus on is like, I may die today. Just opening my eyes, like, not me, guys. Not gonna be me, but you guys could all die. Just like, all right, and go back again.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Or just going really loud. How funny with it. Focus on your breath.
Yeah. I like the idea of like, it's like, oh, you're gonna die someday. It's like, we'll see.
Yeah. We'll
see.
see about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you guys, but
yeah, maybe you suckers. But it ain't gonna be me.
Yeah.
Or yeah, dude. I was there's some funny things I was thinking about the Buddhist temple. I was thinking about how like I was like, shit, I should wear nice socks because everyone's gonna see my socks.
I'm always worried about my feet smelling.
Yeah. My shoes definitely smelled. I was like, ooh, I got sneaky little feet.
Yeah, this has a very fucking.
Or just picking up chicks at the Buddhist temple. I thought was a funny.
I'm waiting for one girl to come in.
Meet
dude. The love of my life. That's me.
She's
and
like floating in the corner. And she's like, where did you? She's a white woman.
I'm like, dude, she's so out of my league, dude. She can float.
There's just a golden aura around her. Yeah. She's got 8 arms. Yeah. You're like, isn't that Hinduism?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking.
Don't worry about it.
She's enlightened. I'm like,
yeah, she speaks to you telepathically.
Yeah. Yeah. I piss her off. Just shoots lasers out of her eyes.
Stop imagining sex with me.
Yeah.
Never.
Did you just think about the other girl's boobs? Well, now I am. Fuck. I can't stop.
Yeah, I just think it'd be funny to like just try to hit on a chick while she's meditating.
Like, hey.
What you thinking about?
Yeah, nothing. Me too. Yeah.
Nothing. Come on, what you thinking about? No, I'm trying to clear my mind. What about? I'm thinking about me.
Well, or your legs must be tired because,
Yeah.
running around in my mind.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to be stick around for the vegetarian meal after?
That's like in my philosophy class. I'm just waiting to walk into class and some philosophy babe.
Yeah, dude.
I meet the love of my life, some deep ass girl.
Yeah.
Yo, what's on that test, dude? Fucking
Yeah.
Study together. There was one girl who was kind of a baddie, or I thought was a baddie. This is just, I'm such a shallow douche. There was one girl in my class who was kind of a baddie, but she always had her mask on. And she took the mask off, and
And
I
it
was
was
like,
worse?
God damn it. Why can't I just have a nice philosophy?
That stinks, dude. Philosophy babe.
Philosophy baby, yeah.
Yeah, and
little
she.
shoddy.
What would you talk about? She'd
Talk
be
about
like,
life and death. And
you ever think about like, logic?
Yeah.
I'm trying.
So we're just speaking syllogisms. We're just like, if the cat is brown, all cats are brown.
If my dick is in your ass,
yeah.
and your ass is around my dick,
If
then
all men like cock, and I'm a man.
Joe, just say you're gay. Just say you're leaving me for a man.
Yeah.
What is a man?
I want to. Yeah. we really appealed to the philosophy niche
Yeah.
in the last one. I guess that's the direction we're headed. Let's do a nice philosophy podcast
Yeah.
where we just shit on philosophers and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
make people mad.
I was
and
telling you that thing about Schopenhauer. I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah, what did he?
Well,
Because we were saying Nietzsche gets no pussy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then people in the comments were like, actually, he had sex with whores.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, so
Prostitutes.
he had to buy it. Like, that does not count.
Well, yeah, it's like the dude had a dumb mustache, got syphilis, and died.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't know if you're necessarily proving that he was the whole. Yeah, we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
The whole argument isn't that he never had sex.
Right.
We were literally saying he didn't get pussy.
He wasn't a Chad.
Yeah, he didn't get pussy, so he's dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know why there were people in the comments taking that seriously.
Yeah, I know.
Being like, actually, he had sex with at least one woman.
Actually, he loved a man's wife who never fucked him. And I'm
Yeah.
like, great, whatever.
Yeah, we're saying Camus is smarter because he looks hotter.
yeah, because
the
he's
picture
cool
on
and
the back of
French
his
and
book.
got pussy. Like,
Yeah.
yes, that's. I mean,
However, ultimately, how I view life.
I mean, I'm still a little bit like, there is something to like how well they seem to have lived. It's like, let's follow this guy's thinking, and then it's like, how does life go?
Yeah.
Like, that's not a crazy thing to say.
No, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying is like the people commenting. That'd be great I'm just picturing the guy with the Nietzsche
Profile
picture, and he's commenting like, you haven't even read a word of this genius. And it would be so sick if he was just this fucking Chad with
he's ripped.
10 on his lap as he's typing
dude.
and while he's like reading philosophy with one hand
And fingering his
fingering with
girlfriend
the other one, and
the
like
other.
there's like floating rocks everywhere just because of his
His psychic powers.
Yeah, his fucking just his knowledge.
Yeah, he's
keeping
just
him afloat.
He's just Mewtwo with like a 12-inch cock. he typed his comic telepathically.
Yeah, that would be sick.
That
Yeah.
would be awesome,
if I
dude.
met him at a party and he was like this cool ass dude.
Yeah.
But
I don't think cool ass dudes leave like spiteful little comments,
yeah, that would be very surprising. to me. Or make Nietzsche their profile picture.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
is that
yeah,
your
yeah.
personality?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
real? That's what you're offering is getting mad at a fucking TikTok. I don't know. Well, now we're just getting defensive. But
but
my position is the way I view philosophy and why I like it is that you're supposed to get something out of it, and you're supposed to. It's like, yeah, life is such a confusing and difficult thing to navigate.
for you, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Mine's pretty simple.
Losing testicles and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
Getting HIV and all that.
yeah, being gay.
That's very difficult to navigate, I
Yeah.
know.
Well, yeah. So philosophy is supposed to help you with being gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Philosophy is supposed to help you get through
Just
it.
one word, it says
and-
don't.
yeah.
No, we're kidding around.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
What was the real beta is Schopenhauer, right?
Yeah, I was saying the story. I thought it was a cute story. Or it's just he falls in love with the local little babe, dude. Some little babe named like Weiss or something was her last name.
Mm-hmm.
And he sees her he's on a boat with her at like a swanky boat party. And he walks up to this little shoddy. He walks up to this little shoddy. He's like, hey, mama, hey, babe, where you going with all that ass, bro? Hey, where you going with all that ass? My name Arthur Schopenhauer, bitch.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Schopenhauer, because he about to get fucked. He about to get fucked hard. Hey, I'm a pessimist, but you can't pessimist this dick, bro. That shit big than a motherfucker. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Shawty, I'm 42. You're fucking 17. I don't give a fuck about age is just a number. R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Anyway. And then he offers her grapes. Because I guess in like whatever 1850, I don't know when he was around. But whenever he was around, like I guess food was a big deal.
I'm just Just having a Schopenhauer.
Yeah, welcome to the Schopenhauer, shorty. Hey, because you're gonna want to see me for a minute. You feel me?
I could go for an hour.
Yeah, I could go for all night.
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing to do but read and eat that pussy.
eat this grape.
Now, hey, here's a bundle of grapes. Every time you see grapes, think of me, shawty.
Or just like one grape.
Yeah, it's one rotten grape he had in his pocket for.
I also just imagine him putting grapes in the ground in a line, leading to like a little box with the stick. He gets trapped like.
Hey, you done fucked up messing with Schopenhauer, bitch. You coming back to the crib, shawty.
Coming with me.
Chapter 1: How to lure bitches with grapes. My philosophy about getting bitches with grapes. Yeah.
What did she say when
she gives him the grapes, and then as soon as he like turns his back, she's on a boat and she throws him overboard because her words were because old man Schopenhauer had touched them.
That's so sad.
So she's like, I don't want these dirty fucking mothball old guy
Just
grapes.
Washing her hands.
Yeah.
Furiously. Yeah.
How gross is this man?
I would love to imagine though him walking away, just turning around, being like, "She loved it."
Oh, she's gonna
I'm
like
waiting for
it.
a call back.
All right.
He's just sitting by his phone, just like, should I double text? Should I?
Yeah. Nah, Schopenhauer, you're the man. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't chase, I attract. That's my mantra. As Artie Schopenhauer. Yep. That's right. I got a custom built bed shaped like a heart with a mirror on the ceiling.
Yeah, he just got petals of roses.
Yeah.
An empty heart bed.
Yeah. Where he just sleeps alone.
He's just waiting there naked by any minute now.
No, she'll come over.
Yeah. He's just eating the grapes that he saved for her.
How sad would that be, dude?
Yeah. Well, on another level too, it's like after hearing that story, what a value could he possibly have? What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's just unfortunate. He just got a publicized L. You know what I mean? Like, it's really not. That's you know. He's just
a true PUA pickup artist. Fucking Schopenhauer's out there. Respect the cock. Tame the cunt.
Yeah. He's pickup artist Schopenhauer.
Step 1: go to the grocery store, pick up some nice juicy fucking
grapes,
juicy purple grapes. Step 2:
seedless. Bitches hate seeds, except for mine.
Only seeds she gonna be eating my children.
Is mine.
Yeah.
They call me the Johnny Grape Seed. Yeah. The way I'm spreading these grapes across the land. Author motherfucking Schopenhauer.
Schopenhauer, I'm gonna show you my Schopenhauer.
Yeah. Yeah, make you feel like you're on top of a Schopen tower. He comes up to her. He's doing his lines.
Freestyle.
Artie Schopenhauer. Schopen tower. Hey, bitch, come take a Schopen shower with your boy.
How long can I last? More than a Schopen.
An hour. He drops grapes like a mic. All right, little shotty. I'll see you back at the crib for some grapes and rosé. You know, like the bubbliest of champagnes.
Pick up some Pink Whitney on the way.
Yeah. What you know about?
He's just watching he's watching like simple pickup videos on YouTube.
He's taking notes.
Yeah.
He's like starts wearing a fedora with a feather in it.
Yeah.
I'm peacocking, guys. I'm peacocking.
He's so old as fuck.
Yeah.
This little
Yeah, he's got one of those. Dude, nice.
Yeah, so the thing about life, in existence,
Yeah.
fucking,
Milady.
Yeah, milady. Yeah. No, I think, but then, yeah, I don't want to listen to him, I would rather listen to Camus. That's like, whenever I am doing the little study sessions for the philosophy class, it's all just, because the only people we're learning about in this class is It's basically in like the 16 or 1700s or whatever. It was like the arguments between like materialists and rationalists, and then transcendentalists were like combining the two. And we are just every time we just compare the hotness of all of them, and none of them are attractive. I mean, fucking Descartes kind of has like a Spanish like.
Yeah, he's got a little vibe
he's
to
got
him.
a little thing.
Well, he's a priest, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Or am I thinking of
I know
Aquinas?
he's Christian, but
He
whatever.
was very Christian.
But and Spinoza. Or no, yeah, Spinoza's pretty hot. He's like a little kind of femboyish. He's a skinny little
Any
thing.
ladies you learn about?
Good one.
God damn it! I was curious if they were like old.
What women thinking about?
What's the first?
Yeah, right.
I'm just. Who's the first lady who was like, "All right, we'll let you think about stuff." It's funny to think like philosophy like is literally just reading and then like jotting down your thoughts. You know, like there's obviously some kind of process or whatever, but there's no real barrier to entry, really. You know, it's like it's just like, all right, we'll let you have the books. Like
yeah,
that's
well,
it.
I don't know when anything happened in anything, and this is where the comments are going to be like, "These guys don't even know anything,ing," and it's like, yes, okay, I don't know anything.
16 times.
But I'm pretty sure, yeah, like scholarly shit was pretty much saved for
dudes,
for like
the
rich
boys.
white guys. Yeah, like
Yeah,
if you had
yeah,
money,
yeah.
you had like time to read. Whereas if you were
Yeah,
if you had
yeah.
actual shit going on, you're like books. What the
That's
fuck,
still
dude?
kind
I'm
of
trying
the
to get
case,
food.
yeah. That really hasn't changed that much.
And now, everybody's got the fucking internet. You
Yeah,
do
that's
whatever you
true.
want.
I guess in terms of like, I guess that has changed.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is still just a level of like, you have to have a certain amount of resources just to be able to even like consider. It's like kind of what we were talking about, like the Buddhist temple thing, like about like, oh, let's meditate on our own deaths, right?
Mhm.
And it's like, is some guy who like needs food every day, he doesn't have to
That's
meditate on his own death.
meditation of his own death, yeah.
They're like, you should be like, imagine if you were definitely going to live for a month. He'd be like, whoa,
Yeah.
I could do anything. My spirit is free.
Yeah. Well, that was like I've been talking a lot about death with people. It's actually kind of weird that we meditated on death today because that's been such a constant.
Yeah, I
in my
really
life.
thought that. I was like, this one's for Joe.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it really. I think Norm's death also.
Yeah.
The stuff I was hearing him talk about, it really got me thinking about what, for me, what I've been thinking about and why I've been. It's like, you know, you talk to a doctor and you got to do chemo and you do, it's less so. I don't think I'm gonna die. Obviously, it's like I'm going to be fine. But it does make me go like, all right, there is something that if I left it alone, it would kill me.
Yeah.
And so now that there's like, I don't know, it's the priority thing.
Yeah.
It's like, if I have to call my doctor and I've been like putting it off, it's like, I find myself like studying for a philosophy test or like, I don't know, stressing about getting a bad grade on Italian and just being like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
I should be calling my doctor. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like, it really puts into perspective. It's like, or when I hear people complain about shit, and I'm just like, dude, we are really lucky to be here. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, why are we wasting our time? You know, it's not that you should always be happy or whatever. It's very hard. I ruminate. I'm fucking sad sometimes. However, I really want to constantly remind myself to have a sense of gratitude.
Right. Yeah,
you
that's
know?
hard.
I think it's very, very important to be grateful
Yeah.
for, you know, even fucking the little things. Even the fact that we're alive and we can eat and we're not fucking starving and we're fucking, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, I guess it's a little thing in the terms of like taken for granted, but it's also like huge if you like really give it some like genuine thought of like, oh, I don't have to worry about food. That's amazing.
Or anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people watching that probably don't have, you know, if you're like lonely or whatever, it's like, sorry. But
Figure it out.
I don't know. Everybody's on their own journey. You know, you got it.
Look,
you got it, man.
You're gonna do so good, dude.
Yeah, you're
Listen,
gonna get
one guy who listens to this.
Yeah, Hunter or whatever.
Hunter,
his name
dude.
is, yeah.
Shouts out to Hunter,
Dude,
bro.
Hunter commented
On every fucking dude. If we had a,
We should have him on.
yeah, we should call you
Yeah.
in, dude.
Hunter,
Just DM us your fucking phone number and your address.
I was hoping I didn't know him. I was like, do I know Hunter?
I don't think we know him.
Yeah,
I
that'd
didn't
be cool
recognize
if he was
the
just
name.
some random guy.
That'd be
likes us.
amazing if it
Yeah.
was some random guy.
Yeah, no, we're small. We're so small. We'll hit you up.
Yeah,
you can
dude.
be on the pod. But yeah, that's what I always realized on acid is like, oh, I love my friends.
Yeah.
And I'm always, it's like I could always think that.
Yeah.
I could always appreciate the people in my life.
When we did mushrooms together, I was thinking that. I was like, oh, I love my buddy Joe.
Yeah,
And
bro, I love you, buddy.
I love you too, bro. But it was like so hard to like say for some reason. I don't know why.
I like sending out a text.
Yeah,
If
true.
I'm on shrooms, I love just being like, I love you. I'm on shrooms.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You're the best.
Well, like, cause the thing is, like, I didn't want to say it. I was worried you'd think, oh, he's just on shrooms. You know what I mean? It kind of lowers the value of it in my head. I was like conscious of that, and then also, I was like, saying I love you is nice, but showing that you love someone is much more important.
yeah.
Like, so I was like, how can I just show Joe that he's my boy?
So then you kissed me.
Yeah, so then what I did was he was taking a nap,
Yeah.
and I dragged my balls across his forehead, and the
And I
sweat,
said, I love you.
and I said, I love you. And he woke up and he was like, I love you too.
Yeah.
Give me them balls back. Give me them balls back.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, it's like, and yeah, it can be, oftentimes you don't need to tell people, you know what I mean? Where it's
Right.
like, but sometimes
Like
it's
if,
nice to just think it.
your dad's on his deathbed, you don't need to.
Yeah.
It's like, what was the first 25 years not enough?
Yeah, the only time you really need to tell somebody you love them is if they're your ex and they keep telling you to leave them alone. And then you
That's the only time it makes sense.
It's the only time it's really appropriate
She's like,
to say,
please.
I'll always love you.
I blocked you on all social media. You just reached out to me by Venmo.
Yeah, I have a yeah. You sent me $100 and I took it.
Yeah.
I accepted the request.
I love you. Pizza emoji.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think but yeah, just fucking
That's yeah.
it's like the line in the Pine Grove song I always think about. I should call my parents when I think of them. I should tell
Tell
my
my parents when I love them. Or my friends when I love them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think I
What?
fucking for some reason when I was saying I think all I could think about was how good that shit was earlier.
Yeah, you've got to be grateful for that.
Yeah.
A good dookie? Ain't
No,
nothing
good
better.
That was probably the best part of my week was taking a poop.
Nice, dude.
No, yeah.
I hope it wasn't the best part of your week.
Taking a poop?
Was it that good of a poop, or was your week not that good?
I'm exaggerating.
Okay.
It was just a very good poop.
All right, I'm glad it was a good poop.
No, yesterday was good. That's when I was real drunk.
Yeah.
I was just faded and staring at a bonfire, and it was like crackling.
Yeah.
It was cracking real good, and this crackles from the stream were going up to like the fucking moon. And
Yeah.
I was like just fucking having a trip, and I thought I was like tripping sack or something. But yeah, that was yesterday where I was like just to the point where I was like browned out, and and Bobby was there, and I was just like, I love you, dude. You're my boy. And
boy, Bobby.
yeah, he's so insecure, and
Bobby.
I'm just like, you're sexy, dude. You're so hot. You have so much off.
Bobby's a good looking man.
Yeah, you got a nice little beard. I wish
He's
I
got a
could
nice
go
little
get-
cute little nose ring. He makes the nose ring work.
Yeah,
Not everybody can pull up a nose ring.
Yeah,
But I was like, looks
probably.
cute on Bobby, dude.
Thought about getting the nose ring.
Let me see your face. I don't know about it.
Mm.
What kind of nose ring? Okay.
Yeah.
That's acceptable.
Yeah, not like
You would never get the
no,
middle
not
septum.
no.
How cool would you be though? Just get a big one,
Yeah, like a bull.
like a
fucking-
bull,
Yeah.
or just like someone knocks on your face.
Yeah.
Hear ye?
No, tripping's fun. I want to do it again.
Yeah, man, I had a lot of fun on those mushrooms. There was only like one or two moments where I was like, oh, ah, and it like passed like really quick, and it was no big deal. I was having too much fun.
Yeah.
At some moments, dude, the scooter quiz was
scooter
the
quiz
funniest
was
thing.
Hilarious. Yeah, you doing the fucking the human trafficking thing.
Yeah, human trafficking
Yeah,
thing was a lot of fun.
From my perspective, I wasn't tripping as hard as you were at all, but just seeing you in those moments of just like coming up with a bit. It was so funny. It was, like, your interpretation of the world. It was like, it was almost like I'm watching like a comedian's mind, where it's like you see a dog and
I'm like, what if that dog was racist?
No, I go to the bathroom and I come out and you're outside and you're looking in the window and you're just laughing to yourself and I'm like, what's so funny? And you're like, I just thought it was funny. And then I look and you're laughing at a poster of a human traffic. Stop human trafficking. And you're like, why
it is, dude. That okay? Is that not an empty gesture in a lot of ways?
No, you were absolutely right. And it was just so funny to see what you were laughing at.
Yeah,
this awful thing. And also, but no, you had me going for like fucking. It was the funniest thing I'd ever heard.
Dude, it was a lot of fun.
Well, and doing stand up on shrooms
was great.
Toward the 5 hour mark, I felt so loose. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm on mushrooms right now.
Dude, it was awesome. Fun. Yeah, I was so uninhibited. That was the best set I've had in a while.
Yeah,
that was the most fun I've had doing comedy. And
I was like laughing at my own jokes and shit. I was
I was riffing and raffing, dude. I was wearing your jean jacket.
I
was just wearing your jean jacket for no reason.
Also, like Malignant.
For some reason, I was hunched over the whole time. I don't know why. Like I've been doing this thing with the mic stand where I keep the mic in the mic stand and I hunch over and I'm like, I don't know why. It just like it brings me a lot of joy to like look down through like my brow at the audience for some reason. And have like weird posture.
Yeah, no, you look like a crazy person.
Yeah, it gets me in this like wacky mood that I'm like, I like this. I'm feeling wacky.
But it was also so satisfying to watch your set and see the bits we came up with during
that
the
day
trip.
at work. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was fun.
Yeah.
I think maybe because I did a little bit of shrooms before the improv, but that wasn't. It was mostly just like going first didn't help, and then just being fucking.
A little high.
I was a little high, and
it was like come uppy too. So it's not the most comfortable part of the shroom experience.
And there was like, just 200 people in the audience.
It's not a coffee shop.
I think it was fun at Austin's too because we could try new bits and be fun and do whatever. Whereas the improv, I was like
trying to kill.
Oh, I should have like taken this seriously.
Yeah.
Where I feel like maybe that's just where I'm at with comedy right now. Is where I'm like. I hear certain people just take it so seriously, and I'm just like, I'm so not that. It's like, that one dude who was like, I joked about trying a new bit at the New Faces competition. I was like, I'll just do new shit.
Yeah.
And then it was obviously a joke, and then he turns around and he's like, no, I'll never do new shit at a competition, at a showcase. You never do stuff at a showcase. I'm like, one, I was joking. Number two, I don't even care.
No. It's also totally not true.
Yeah.
It's like how... everyone has a different line, and also like it's totally cool if you're a semi-confident comedian, then you can throw in some new shit. It's not a big deal.
But just my mindset with like, I'm doing the improv and this like could be like really good for me.
Yeah,
I'll throw in some shrooms.
Yeah. There's like a line. There's like a balance to it. Yeah, like last night I did the improv, and I kind of wish I'd done something new. I just did nothing but old shit, and I had a great set and it was cool. But the most fun I had in that set was like. Really, just like one really dumb moment at the beginning where I did that weird hunch. I'm like grabbing the mic stand and I was like, Orlando Improv, baby. I like this place. And that's all I said. It got like a chuckle and I was like, that's the most fun I had doing in the whole set was saying, was having this energy like,
so young.
So young.
So young.
So grunge. Shouts out Casey Rocket, dude. Google Casey. Give him search him on Yahoo.
But no, I think for me, it's like, now we're getting into comedy talk. Hunter, I hope you like this.
Yeah, Hunter.
But, the thing is, if I do my stuff that I know is going to work, I felt pretty good at New Phase, when I killed there, but it really is like doing good with your old shit that you know works never feels nearly as good as doing pretty good with new stuff.
Yeah, dude. If I get a 7 out of 10 on a bit I wrote yesterday,
it's beautiful.
If I get a 10 at a bit I've been doing for 3 years, I'm like, whatever. It's like good. It should do that. But like getting a solid response out of a new idea, it's also like for me, I run into that problem of going, I lost it. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah. I'll never think of anything again.
Yeah.
And then I think of something and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. Oh my God. I still have.
It was like I was holding my breath.
Dude, it's like there's nothing funnier than like bombing and then thinking like, am I even funny?
Yeah.
Am I even good? Should I even be doing this?
No one likes me, right?
Yeah.
No one likes me.
And then killing and just being like, I think I'm the best comedian in Orlando.
I'm pretty sure I'm better than I'm better than Dave Chappelle. Yeah, I'm better.
I think George Carlin kind of should suck my cock.
Good thing Carlin's dead because he'd have to compete with me. Yeah.
I didn't watch the Chappelle special yet.
I watched like 45 minutes of it.
My dad said it was great, and I'm like,
interesting.
I think maybe he just likes Chappelle and is like,
yeah. I mean, yeah.
What you want to talk about it? You want to talk shit about Chappelle? Dude?
No.
Chappelle, we're coming after you, dude. This is no, we don't have to talk about comedy.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't want to step into that and people be like, I don't even know. Probably no one will watch up to this point anyway, but
unless we talk about Chappelle, and we go, Chappelle's special sucks, and the thumbnail is Chappelle with like bullet holes in his head.
Jesus Christ.
And we're like, well, we don't even have that strong of an opinion, but that's the thumbnail.
Yeah, and then it cuts to them.
People are like, how dare you put bullet holes in his head? And it's got 100,000 views.
And I was like, I thought it was pretty good. I'd probably give it like a 5.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
But the thumbnail is like Chappelle just like with a big X through his face.
Chappelle,
like,
transphobe?
Transphobe? Has been?
Yeah.
Transphobe has been? Question mark?
Wait, do you think it was transphobic based on what you watched?
No, I didn't really get to the part where I only watched half of it. So I don't. That's part of why I want to withhold my opinion.
Yeah.
But I just I didn't. I'm trying to even remember the material that well. Like I don't know.
The only comic we really feel comfortable shitting on is Bo Burnham.
Yeah, we can shit on Bo Burnham.
He's not even a comedian.
He's not a stand-up, or he's just like he's also just kind of easy to shit on.
Yeah. Well, it just was like, it's fucking. No one else was shitting on it. I was like, where is all this shit? Where's all the people shitting on it?
Yeah. How is no one hating on this?
Yeah. Why do people like this?
Because people were. A lot of people had like their beliefs reinforced.
Yeah, I guess.
By that special, or at least their feelings validated, maybe to be more
to circle back.
Sympathetic.
You know who I thought about when I was thinking about like when I'm running through the worst possible case scenario of like what if I die, and like what's important? Stop complaining about shit. I just thought of Bo Burnham and like. Bo, this is just you don't have anything real to say. Fucking this is what you're complaining about. Is like you're this sad about that, about turning 30.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking die. What are you sad about? Fucking enjoy your life. You're so lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know. It bugs me. It's just like.
No, that makes sense.
I don't know.
No, that totally makes sense.
I don't want to use my fucking disease as like a way to gain some sort of like a.
I want you to.
Yeah.
So this is my podcast too.
I'm getting like credibility for all my fucking. I said women aren't philosophers earlier. I don't think. You
didn't think that until you got cancer.
Yeah. It was cancer that gave
your
me
doctor
that
was like, "You have testicular cancer," and then you're like, "Are you
like,
telling me that women are dumb?"
He's just like, "No," and I'm like, "I agree." Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
This is making me rethink things. Like, do I even listen to my mom?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Wow, women are stupid. That's crazy.
It really gave me a new perspective.
Wait, did a lady look at my balls?
Yeah.
I'm probably fine then, right?
Yeah.
Dude.
Come on, only boys need to look at my balls.
That's that old Norm joke. Did you see the Weekend Update with him?
No.
Where he's like traffic was held up for 7 hours and whatever. It's horrible traffic pileup because an 11-year-old girl stole her mother's car and put it onto the freeway, finally proving the point that women can't drive. And then he goes, feel weird. Sorry if you think that joke's misogynistic. A woman wrote that joke. And he goes, I'm just kidding. We don't hire ladies. What a genius.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to a king.
Yeah, no, all right.
Rest in peace to the king, dude. Dude, I legit cried twice over that.
You're such a bitch. You want that on the internet?
What? Yeah, I cried
people
twice.
Know how much of a pussy you are? Sorry.
How much of a pussy am I? Is this coming from the guy with one ball? I literally have twice as much balls as you.
No, it was very sad. I think.
Yeah, it was sad.
Well, it just hearing his thoughts on life really got me thinking about shit.
Yeah.
About like fucking. Well, and also, yeah, I'm selfish in that all I could think about was myself.
Well, it's not like bro. There's some crossover there. You both have cancer.
Yeah,
He had it. You have it.
Just to know that, like, I don't know. Also to know that you can deal with it for that long.
10
And
years.
at 10 years, I'm like, fuck, can it really stretch out like that? Fuck me.
Yeah, I think he had it in his bowels.
Oh,
In
interesting.
his like intestines.
Well, now I'm finding like other people in my family who had cancer I didn't know about. Like one of my family members got their fucking colon taken out.
Yeah, so it's
Um,
relatively common. And you're
Well, that's also something Norm said of like, yeah, everybody gets cancer and dies.
Right.
You know? And I'm just like, yeah, it's fucking common. I don't know.
It's super
I think
common.
the only thing that's weird about me is just how young I am, but
So young.
so young. So young.
So
So
young.
young. So fun. So dirty. We're my 90s kids.
Yeah.
So grunge. What's grunge? I need
Follow
some-
Casey Rocket.
I need some Robitussin. I want to be a tussin freak. No, but yeah, it's just the likelihood that you could get cancer too, but in like
Me,
40 years.
a lot of men in my family have had prostate cancer. It's like really common.
Yeah, I mean,
In my
I just want to
family.
be prepared. For
To have good karma on your deathbed.
Yeah. Well, I want to. It just makes me think the reason I don't want to die is because when I was going through it in my head of like, what if not going to happen?
What if?
It's very likely it's not going to happen, but like,
Yeah.
let's say I go to the CT scan comes back because my pancreas, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And it's like, would I not be okay with it? I would want to be okay with my death.
Yeah.
But I think it would suck to die, dude.
You're right.
That would be fucking ass balls, dude.
Yeah, it
I
would
would
suck.
not want to die. And I think why? Because I was just thinking I would do that so much later. That I would have so much more time to
Yeah.
do stuff and to prepare.
Right.
I would much rather die when I'm like, I don't need to do any more stuff. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I've done all the things. You know, it's like I'm ready. I would way rather be thinking that than if I died in a year just being like,
Yeah.
man, I kind of like being alive.
You know what the crazy thing is that I think it's actually very few people who get to think that.
Mm-hmm.
Who get to think like, I'm ready to go. It's like not many people are lucid enough to have that thought, dude. They just at some point you kind of die and your body's still around.
Well,
like
that's
weird.
also one thing I heard in a Duncan Trussell podcast is usually even like the old people that are on their deathbed are just like mostly confused.
Yeah, they just don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not like they're okay with it. It's like yeah, they usually have some sort of dementia. They barely remember the people that are
Right,
around them.
they're-
It's a very confusing and
Yeah.
awkward thing to
I mean,
do.
if you talk to my grandpa, he's 87, 88, and he has no idea what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, he pointed at two pillars, and he goes, those guys have been around here all day. Like, it's kind of creepy, a little
that's-
funny.
I mean,
I felt bad once because I took a picture with him and I was smiling. I felt bad.
You
I was just like, so young.
you lip-
I was 24 years old, 25, and my grandpa's in a wheelchair and he's like looking at the ground and he's like, like he's infirm. He's in a hospice care. And I smiled near him. I'm like, this is wrong. Like, this is not what you should do.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know. I mean, who knows what the fuck is appropriate?
Yeah.
You know?
I feel
It's
bad.
like-
I didn't really love any of my grandparents. That's our show, everybody. We're about to wrap things up. We do got to wrap things up soon.
Yeah. You gave us 5
But I had no
minutes.
connection with all four of them. Not really.
I mean, that's like I barely knew
Did you call your grandpa like dumb shit? I feel like you definitely did.
my grandfather. We called Pop Pop. Everybody.
All
did.
right. Yeah, that's okay.
Pop Pop was yeah. Pop. It was just what we knew him as.
What would you
We
call
go,
your
"Well,
grandma?"
Pop Pop, well, Joe. Pop Pop's Nana or grandma's Nana.
Nana.
Yeah, Nana and Pop Pop. And
Yeah.
it's funny to hear like it's like you would think like oh just kids call him that, but everyone in the family. I mean it was
Pop Pop?
Yeah, I mean even like the adults.
Oh, even like his children call him
Yeah.
Pop Pop?
Well, not necessarily his children, but like my older cousins that are like in their 30s and like dressed like big men, just being like, "Hey, can you ask Pop Pop for?" you know. And
Did your dad call him Pops or Dad?
he called him Dad? I think at a certain
Yeah.
point, my parents started calling like if my dad says, "Oh, I'm gonna call my mom," he says Millie, like that's her name. Like he'll.
By her first name?
Yeah, I gotta call Millie.
Weird.
I mean, I think at a certain point maybe you get to that point, but also I'm the third Joe in the family.
Yeah.
So there's just Joes everywhere, so one of them's got to be Pop Pop.
True, that's true.
I thought about I think Pop Pop's a cool last name. I want it to live on. If I made a Western, I think it'd be cool to have a cool Western guy that everybody calls Pop Pop.
Pop Pop?
Yeah, because he loved Westerns. I would be like, dude, it's one of those names where it's like a fucking badass dude getting killed by Pop Pop. Yeah.
I'm Pop Pop.
Yeah. That'd be epic. But no, I think if we're wrapping up, any final thoughts? Are you ready for your death?
No, not yet. I'm trying to prepare every day. Be a good boy. Get my good karmas up.
I think I want to be. I want to be in at least one more relationship.
Oh, you little cutie.
I just want to be in love again, bro. That fucking.
Sometimes it's people who are around you all the time that you don't even really like notice or consider.
Like, I don't know, maybe like a friend.
Like a friend or something like that.
Like maybe like a co-host.
Could be.
I think we should turn the camera on.
Yeah.
All right, that was a good one, boys. I think the Schopenhauer shit could